flight of the pigeons passed through many turbulent winds as it swept over the peaceful havens in the valleys, and the frontier town of Peshawar became the kaleidoscope of intrigues and conspiracies for almost 2,000 years. Through its narrow winding lanes, one travels through a myriad of ancient cultures, still existing, having survived the cruel and harsh realities of time.
Peshawar has a very unusual history. Its known history begins with the Gandhara civilization, as a part of the Gandhara civilization of the 6th century before Christ. And from that on, the region came in contact with many civilizations, with Achaemenids, with the Greeks, with Mauryans, with the Sakas or Scythians, with Parthians, with Kushanas, with Ephthalites, with Chinese, Central Asians, Mongols, Mughals, and for about a century with the Europeans. The embellishment, the architectural embellishments of Sethi Mahalla, they represent the synthesis of all these cultures. There's a remarkable fusion of these cultures that you see in Mahalla Sethiyan. So Mahalla Sethiyan is a world heritage.
Pakistan has been the abode of peace and prosperity on a very large scale, and the Pakistanis of today are the common inheritors of some of the greatest cultural traditions. Taxila was once the center of learning for the universe. It went on to produce some of the most versatile thinkers and rulers whose influence shaped the destiny of the entire subcontinent. In 711, braving the rough waters of the Arabian Sea and along the desolate coast of Khwa, rode a young Arab general who changed the course of history. Muhammad bin Qasim brought with him the belief of one God. Islam as a religion did not take root for another 250 years, that witnessed repeated invasions through the mountain ranges of the north, as the country was looted and plundered time and time again. Then followed the numerous Sufi saints and scholars who came from Iran and Persia with the message of universal love. Their simple and devoted lifestyle soon found its way into the hearts of the local people. Culture and religion had now begun a natural symbiosis. Islam as a religion and as a way of life spread swiftly all over the land. But the wealth of the region was too great a temptation for distant rulers who braved the fierce mountains time and again to conquer this land of plenty. So huge were their numbers that today their graves form the largest cemetery in the world. If ghosts required palaces, then the grandeur of their mortal dwelling places on Makli Hill should satisfy them. This, the world's greatest necropolis situated near Karachi, is reputed to contain within its square mile perimeter more than 1 million graves. Dating from the 15th to the 17th century, kings, queens, scholars, military commanders, philosophers and poets all lie buried in architectural masterpieces, probably designed by them during their lifetime. But none could match the skills or the vision of the ruler of Kabul in 1524. Zahiruddin Babur did not share the greed of his plundering forefather Temur, who trashed the region in the early 13th century. Babur went on to establish one of the most powerful dynasties the world has ever known, the Great Mughals. At the height of their power in the 16th and 17th century, the Mughals ruled over 150 million people, with the greatest and wisest of all, Emperor Akbar, sowing the seeds for tolerance and integration.
In my blood veins, I have that feeling of tolerance for people who do not agree with you, who do not share your religion or your beliefs. You still respect them. And this, I think, was a great quality in the city of Lahore.
Akbar made Lahore his capital from 1584 to 1598, building it